It's your boy HLR J. Stimo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
If I were to write about her, I would say she had a patent on the sky. One look would make you unchain the very things you want to keep to yourself. Knowing you have to lie to your ego to tell her the truth. Trying to stay as vulnerable as a black ant because you're too afraid you may swallow your heart again and you may never find it this time. If I were to write about her, it would be in circles, in molecules, in light bulbs, in a city with one eye that breathed like the world, in a time before time, times time divided by my mind. She doesn't play anymore. Keeps a wolf snarl behind a shard of Brooklyn glass. Truthfully, I just want to write the fun back into her smile. Give her back her emotional alchemy. If I were to write about her, I could tell her that. Tell her the Mississippi could never compare to the fullness of her wet. Tell her she was earth, / ghost, God, / ether, soft organic, / everything, flesh times infinity. Tell her she had me in the moon, lost me in prisms, been absent from her so long my eyes went hollow. Fiber optic we came calling on a brisk night. Delicate memory we slow danced until we tiptoed into each other. If I were to write about her, I would say she'd have made me kill my devil, so that I'd be lifting her bed. That is,
I hear things about the
I would write
inside.
about her.
If it's like up on the outside, I hear things about the inside.
Bang.
If it's like up on the inside,
Bang. 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 It's your boy HLR J. Stimo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
Rest assured that I love you. And in my heart, I'm sure you do. You rest assuredly with the love that I have for you, just as I rest assuredly with the love that I have from you. But we knew that we loved well before we began touching. But we touched so much that we lost touch with what pure love means. Until I touched you strongly enough that it was hard to touch without lusting. But when I lusted for your touch, you touched back, so everything was still lovely. Until I touched you, you didn't touch back, so I had to step back and begin wondering the answer to the foolish question of, does she still love me? The answer is, of course, yes, because we understand that we are purely love beings. And a part of me was hurt purely because I understood how much I loved being beside her, holding her, touching her in ways that were loving, but my love of touch made me lose sight of the fact that this sister isn't just a love thing. Furthermore, I understand that human skin is never worth just touching, because the only human contact is through light hearts communicating something. And so talk you did, with one human hand pressed against the cage of divine ribs, with the impression of our pressing of skin left two once whole hearts divided. So what I'd like to underline is, I used to say I needed not to know what lay beneath those clothes, as long as we were free enough to open all previously closed doors. And so, as we disrobed, I knew it could only be so because our hearts were to one another already exposed. But the path that those two hearts chose was too steep not to be rode under the pressure of love. And so because of the illusion of my love ever being inadequate, energy forms where my heart is to express how much I've missed that kiss. But the truth is, the more I miss, the more I miss. Because the divine reality is simply this. Every moment is perfect. So there must be love, even if it feels like this. So forgive me for ever wanting more. I love you. I love you. I love you so essentially that a loving kiss could never be to die for. Because love is this, and this, and this. My love of yourself is more profound than the meetings of fingers and lips. But we could kiss again, only because I know that love is limitless. But for now, I shut my mouth. And love is this, and this, and this.
It's your boy J.S.T. Mo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
In the morning, our love rises before the sun. You see, it dances on the eyelids of the eastern yellow robin. There will be no silence of the songbirds. Our vocal cords have been fully developed. We loved. Long before the limitations of language from the towers of Babel were sown in our tongues. They are in fruits of miscommunication, with misinformation. Like there are certain departments of our hearts have grown tough, they've evolved to fully detect and decipher the sour, the salty, the bitter, and the sweet. Yet, like a fully functioning tongue, we will taste as a whole. We will love as a whole. Like a holy warrior dressed in golden holy armor, armed with a sword of the spirit, a breastplate of righteousness, and a shield of faith, we shall protect our love with broken bones and bloodshed if need be, but peace prevails. So we sow our love in the winter, inside the snow, beside the leafless trees and the Arctic conditions, teaching our children that love will prevail. Despite the outside conditions, we were ordained. Long before we set eyes on each other, our spirits were intertwined. Like the double helix of DNA, Yafakaraki, I love you in Tigrinya, an ancient Semitic language from the kingdom of Aksum. Wakuja al-Lahai, I love you in Somali, as we guard the gold fish that swim in our pond. Yes, our source of living, yes, our source of sustenance. See, we strong lovers called heretics, called pirates, but the alchemists from the horn. Yati yellow blue, the Russian code to never hold us back. Turn us blue, we have vodka as clear as our intentions, pumping like high octane through our veins. Hey, nakupenda, chale nakupenda sana. I love you in Swahili. As we jump the broom together, we're moving to higher heights of meditation with pure and utter supplication to the God of love and light. And I love you in Igbo, forgiven like Biafra, forgetting like Nigerian politicians leave the past in the past. Let's set our eyes on the future. Yabo Tanda, like Nelson Mandela, the famous Madiba. I love you in Osa. You can lock us behind bars on an island for many years, but the world will call for our freedom. Proud to gather by the millions from deep inside the deserts to right beside the sea, carrying pivot signs that read, I'm a pivot. Shantana Shari, Mohammed in Urdu, and the Kalakun Kia, what a shallow, what a hello, Iwani baby, Iwani baby, Iwani money ifefu. I love you.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
On the outside, and you hear things about the inside. You better come on the inside.
Bang. It's your boy HLR J.S.T. Mo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
Well, you know rap flip is, well, you know rap flip is, well, you know rap flip is, well, you know rap flip is right around. Yeah, not what? Yeah, rap flip it right. Rap on it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the two finalists will be given a word to study for 3 minutes. And that word is first to recite his poem is Alfonso Price Park.
Slowly across the desert sand trekked a lonely caravan, men on camels 2 by 2. Their destination, Timbuktu.
Can Ross Bongo Jeremiah talk that?
Me and Tim went on the road. 3T stop we and want we load. They were 3 and we were 2. So I buck 1 and Tim buck 2.
Well, you know, rap flip this right around.
Bang. It's your boy HLR J. Stimo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
I swear to God, I thought this was a media question. Sure. 2 weeks ago, I got my laptop stolen, and I wrote a poem about her a while ago, so I'm gonna do it for you tonight. It's called Laptop Love. I wanna open you up and turn you on. Push all the right buttons just to get you going. Your kisses are like ellipses, I'm caressing your backspace. We escaped to a space bar none. Dysfunction got my kneecaps locked. I want to control your heartbeat, never control Alt-Delete, but sometimes I have to when you freeze. You see, you're getting old, Miss Vista. I miss the old Miss Vista. You used to go where I go and be where I be, and join me to Starbucks even though you don't drink. You used to stay up all night when I had a paper due. You'd fly with me on planes and you'd walk me to school. You never used to care when my young children wanted to play, or when my friends would come and say, "Hey, yo, Ian, buddy, your computer really sucks, man." But you're getting old, Miss Vista. I miss the... What? No. Mac is just a girl I do video editing on. Baby, it's a recession time right now, and I can't afford them. Okay, let me tell you the truth. I do video editing on her, but I write poetry on you. I mean, I'm sorry that I cheated on you. You know, she's so tiny and black and it's got this cute little apple. No, I'm not calling you fat, baby. I'm just saying you got a bit more RAM than the others. I'm sorry I dropped you on the ground. I'm sorry I banged you around. I'm sorry I spilled hot chocolate on you even though you don't drink. I tried to enter my home, but the keys were stuck. Thank you. I said I tried to enter my home, but the keys were stuck. I'm sorry I swore at you. I called you a stupid piece of shit. But you haven't been that great to me either. You see, you shut down whenever you want to. You fall asleep way too often. You pause too much. You should get an applause trophy. And I know you don't want me to talk about it, but you got those viruses. I don't care who, what, whatever. All I'm saying is that I'm happy that Norton was able to help us out, you know? But you're getting old, Miss Vista. I miss the old Miss Vista. Remember the good old days when I wanted to tab your asterisks, or I wanted to put my USB stick into your hard drive? Those were the good old days. But now you're getting old, Miss Vista. I miss the old Miss Vista. So wherever you are, I hope that you sleep well, Miss Vista. I hope that it treats you right, Miss Vista. And if you ever plan coming back to me, please come back as the old Miss Vista. Laptop Love.
Outside, I have
Bang. It's your boy HLR J. Stimo representing for TTLC family, friends, community from Toronto to Ottawa. We're now live in the heat in the zone.
Yeah. So, give thanks for being in here. Heat in the zone.